What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Joe Jobber Sports. I'm your very tired host, Shanti Stewart, back here with my co-host.
Hey, look, when I say Brother Teach is running on E right now, y'all. Brother Teach, you listen, you ever had to go outside and what I'm saying, when it's cold out, it's cold outside, you got a little tap to start a little bit, you gotta go on with your hoop. That's what you gotta do to Teach right now, man. You gotta get him rolling down the hill a little bit. Then he's gonna pick up some speed. You gotta get
Hey, Chad, I'm cooked. I'm cooked, Chad.
Hey,
Oh my god.
oh man,
Oh,
oh man.
man.
Gat man.
Oh my god, outstanding. Hey, man.
Sorry,
Oh
sorry,
my
you
goodness.
know.
God. All right, man. All right. So we here. NBA Finals. Since the last time we talked, game game two had finished. We were looking at going into game three. Games 3, 4, and 5 have been played in our absence. And just to run through those things really quickly, game three went about how we thought it would go. Role players for Indiana stepped up. Benedict Mathurin had a big day. TJ McConnell, all those cats had big days. Mathurin had 26, 27 points off the bench. NBA Finals record. Helped lift this team over the OKC Thunder, and a game I wasn't surprised by. I think if you watch our prediction last week, we had foretold that game three was going to be the game where I thought Indiana would get, regardless of how things had gone prior to game four. Game four was definitely one where Indiana had it right there in their hands, and OKC just took it. I mean, that was the perfect opportunity for Indiana to put that series right where they wanted. Put OKC in the scope, have them lined up, and they dropped the ball on it. And I mean, it kind of balances out. It balances out based off how game one went. OKC kind of fumbled that one away, and seeing that favor get returned in game four, kind of not really as surprising. SGA doing what he always does, man. Having big offensive days. I mean, he had a 15-point fourth quarter that helped lift his team over the Indiana Pacers. Now we get to game five. Game five was where I thought that OKC would definitely dominate and would have a dominant performance, and they won the games that I thought they would win. Games 4 and 5, and they did exactly that. Shout out to J Dub, Jalen Williams. The guy has grown up in this series. The first two games, very cold, very mediocre. Since then, since they went on the road, he has done nothing but elevate. We're talking, he's averaged 25 plus in the prior two games, and then 40, and then a 40 ball last night at the time that we're recording this. Jalen Williams has elevated himself into that status where I'm like, okay, he ain't looking SGA eye to eye, but he's for damn sure he's for damn sure a partner in crime. Like and somebody you can rely on. And we talk about the NBA playoffs. We talk about guys that are gonna have to show themselves and elevate in order for their team to have a real chance of being successful. J Dub has definitely done that, and he's the reason why right now OKC's up 3-2 and on the cusp of their first NBA Finals. Ace, what has been your thoughts?
It's a funny thing, man, about especially with game four. Okay, game three, we pretty much predicted how it was gonna go. So jumping into game four here, we talk about playing with food a lot on this show.
Hmm.
And we refer to that too, our dear old South Carolina Gamecocks. But one thing about the Pacers, man, you cannot play with food. You, especially not in the finals, you know what I'm saying? And like, it it's great. Lucky, like you dare at it. You at the finish line, bro. Like you just don't let them creep up on you, take your meal, take your food, take your plate that you worked so hard. You worked hard for that plate. And it's just right there and took it. And that's, it's it kind of erased out game one victory, don't you think? Don't you think that kind of erased out game one victory? Because nobody expected the Pacers to take game one.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. It knocked it completely out. Like the early lead that they took in this series is gone at that point once you lose game four, and I think all the momentum that you had, absolutely gone because you were primed to win that game. You were set up to win that game. You blew a lead in the fourth quarter, similar to how OKC did in game one. It's definitely one of those that feels like it was series changing after you lost that game.
Yeah, and And that's what I got to say with Game 5. It feels like, don't you feel like it's a change of the tide here, change of the turn here? Like, just because if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Halliburton got injured. Someone told me when I was at work, Halliburton did tweak something, got injured, something like that.
His calf,
And is what now?
tweaked his calf. I want to say left or right calf. Can't remember which one, but he did tweak his calf in the
Damn.
first.
And you're gonna need that for power. And that's one thing about Halliburton game. You got that power shooting. If he's not shooting, he's gonna try to get you to the rim. Damn, that's tough. So I don't expect Halliburton to. Ain't no way he sits out these next 2 games. So man, well, if there is a 2 game, if there is, oh man, what day? What day? Like how long? A tweak calf? Can he recover that fast? When the next game? Thursday, right? Thursday or
Yeah,
Friday?
and this game is Thursday. That is he's gonna have to pretty much be in the chamber pretty much until Thursday. Like I don't know how much movement he's gonna be doing. I think he's pretty much just gonna be in recovery mode until that game starts. But I'm gonna be honest though, man. If I'm looking at SGA and I'm looking at J Dub and if SGA is a true disciple of Kobe Bryant, right? We don't make it past Game 6. That's just the truth. Like if you actually, I think you are, and this is why I'm really rocking with you, dog. Like you show me the game, you show me the mentality. You know what I'm saying? You very, very cool, calm, and collected. If you a real one, we don't get past Game 6. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's blood's in the water. Your opponent down, bro. You know what time. You know what it's time to do. J Dub just came and got you 40. You know what I'm saying? J Dub did it. He did his big one. Now, mind you, SGA had 31 points and 10 assists. He had a great day. Also 4 blocks. Also a few steals. So he filled the stat sheet up even in a night where he wasn't the lead scorer. So kudos to him to still playing high level basketball even when it's not just him scoring the rock. So it definitely felt like a LeBron and Kyrie moment when they were just going back and forth in that fourth quarter and just trading buckets. Like it felt special. I'm like, I said, no, we watching 2 guys about to they growing up right there before our very eyes, and it's fun because we haven't seen that a whole lot. I mean, we haven't seen a whole lot of that. I mean, we obviously Boston finally got it done last year. Seeing OKC do it, we know they've been knocking on the door for the last couple of years. So seeing them get to that point as well, it's always fun to see a new team and see new players find that had their championship moment. And that's what it felt like to me last night in Game 5. That was a championship moment by those guys. And yeah, I am truly of the belief that if they are a part of the Kobe the Kobe clan, man, they're gonna get it done in Game 6. I truthfully believe. I don't think you can't let it get to a Game 7. In my
Well, you can't throw in not letting it go into Game 7 without throwing in the GOAT Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. You can't pull up a Game 7 stat line or Jordan involved in the finals. I mean, I'm just saying. I know you don't want to hear this. It's okay, man. I know you don't want to hear this, but you're right though, brother. I think this is a game here where you gotta lick your chops and you gotta man, because the Pacers are bleeding. They're bleeding bad. Their star player is down and not 100%. This is the game where I think it's just going. I think the candle's going to be thin. I think the wine is going to be poured, and I think it's going to be one of them games. Yeah, it's going to
yeah,
be one of them games.
don't
I
keep
think
you know what I'm saying. Get the move right.
um, Indiana fans, they're just gonna go ahead, get on the jumbotron. Thank you for the season. Yeah, it's about to be there on the big screen, man.
It's looking like it, man. I mean, as much as I want to give Indiana a chance, man, I just don't trust that Tyrese is going to be healthy enough to go in Game 6. Like that's kind of where my issues lie right now. And if he's compromised in any sort of fashion, the way OKC plays defense, he's just not going to be effective. It's just not going to happen. I was a little disappointed, man. Go ahead.
No, I would say only way it's just the only way they just got to use they just got to use Halliburton to spread the ball because he's good at that. He's good at getting his assists. So I will say Benedict Mathurin, he will have to step up big time. Benedict Mathurin have to step up. Pascal Siakam, he gonna have to do his thing. Like he got to do his thing. And I would say Miles Turner That's the only way to keep it. That's the only way to keep it in together, man. We got to see Miles Turner. Like, he gonna have to step up for that game, but and then maybe TJ McConnell also look out for him as well.
I think crazy enough, I think McConnell's the most important piece. I think because he's your backup point guard, and because based on how he played last night in that third quarter, when they were able to cut the lead down, TJ McConnell was at the precipice of that. TJ, if Miles Turner could give you anything, that would be great. Because coming into this series, I thought Miles Turner was the key. Because I thought, hey man, he's your 5-man. He can spread the floor. If he's knocking down shots, then that changes how OKC has to play. Can you even keep Hartenstein on the court if Miles Turner is knocking down threes? He's not been effective at all. Like in no shape, form, or fashion has he been effective. So it's just been nothing there. But I mean, I'll be honest, man. Like I wanted to get on. I was really waiting to get on Tyrese Halliburton, but the calf injury I can't in good faith get on a guy that was physically hampered. But I will say, even prior to this injury, he has not played up to the standard to me. He is not playing. Like, for a guy that we just gave superstar credentials to, I'm like, not yet, man. Man, not yet. I just have not seen it. I've just seen too many times where he's disappeared, and I can't have that. Not to the point where like you just have no impact on the game whatsoever, bro. That's just a bit much for me to handle. He's still a very good player. And again, I don't want to judge him too harshly because I'm like, okay, he is injured. And if he does come out and I do want to leave the space open for him that if he does have a Game 6 moment where he goes crazy and he gets a win for his team, I don't want to take anything away from him before we get a chance to see it all play out. But I'm gonna just let everything play out right now. But a little bit disappointed in him so thus far through this series, even prior to the injury. Andrew Nembhard too, he's been non-existent. He is not giving you anything. Now obviously he's been he's had his defensive assignment against SGA, which is a tall task. You know what I'm saying? But if they wanted to have a chance to win this series, he was gonna have to do something. And it's just the fact that you have too many guys that just have that had contributed in prior series that just don't have it right now. Like, of course, Miles Turner, nowhere to be found. Andrew Nembhard, nowhere to be found. Benedict Mathurin has the one game in Game 3. But in general, nowhere to be found. They don't have enough guys that can create their own shot for them not to have gotten anything from any of these other guys. Like right now, the only guy that can create his own shot is Pascal Siakam. That's it. Obi Toppin's played well here in spots, and TJ McConnell is giving you good minutes. But overall, this overall effort as a team from Indiana has not been what it's needed to be. And it's the reason why you're down 3-2 right now. Like it's based off of what other guys have not given you, man. I just don't think they have it. I think not having a superstar to this point, this is where you start to see why not having a superstar hurts you. Because OKC knows who they go to when it's time to go get one, and they have other guys that can at least create their own shot. J Dub is having no issues getting to the rim and and creating his own baskets. So, I mean, they at least have those two guys to lean on. Whereas Indiana, your best player is a guy that may go for 10 points or he may go for 30, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But it's such a wild disparity, bro, that your most consistent guy is Pascal Siakam, who's a solid 19 to 20 point guy at night. He shouldn't be relying on him to be your number one option. But again, this is why when I talk about Tyrese, I know I'm being a little long-winded here, but when I talk about Tyrese playing with a bit more force, that's what I was alluding to. Like you're gonna have to force your way to the rim. You're gonna have to force your way to the cup because it's really all on you. It's really you're the guy that we're calling a superstar. It's all on you at that point to make sure your team is in position, and if they're in position, you got to be the one to take them home. So it's just guys just haven't stepped up to their roles for Indiana in this series.
Look, man, Pacers, y'all need to go ahead and fly down here to Charlotte and pick up my boy Tease to give y'all a motivational speech on Thursday. Okay, y'all gonna need it. Y'all gonna be playing. Hey, Brother T's gonna have y'all playing with heart. Y'all may not win, but y'all gonna play with heart. Y'all gonna compete. Y'all gonna compete.
Hey, look at it, man. They may be bigger than us. They may be faster than us. They may be better than us overall.
But you gonna compete then. Compete.
Go compete, damn it. Hey man. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
man.
good. I'm good. I'm all out on that segment there,
Yeah,
man.
I am too, man.
But after all that, but I would say after all that, Thunder and 6. GG's spaces. GG's.
I, I'm
GG's.
stick with Thunder.
Jesus.
I stick with Thunder in 7 because I've changed my pick once already. So I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna stay locked in with 7. I'm gonna leave the door open for Indiana to show me something. Show me something, Indiana. If you want to. If not, hey man, SGA, look, bro. My SGA, my SGA agenda thrives. I'm good either way.
Indiana, don't make him look like a fool now. Don't make him look like a fool. I'm counting you out. I'm done. I think I've seen enough.
Hey, look, understandable. But as we move on, man, Desmond Bane traded from the Memphis Grizzlies to the Orlando Magic for 4 first-round picks. The Grizzlies also received Cole Anthony and KCP in that deal. Orlando, man, I knew Orlando should make a. I figured Orlando will make a move for a guard because we knew they needed it. In the playoffs, you played an all big lineup and you didn't have anybody to even bring the ball up the floor against Boston in the opening round. Bringing in Desmond Bane, I do believe Desmond Bane helps his team. I just don't know how much he'll help you when you have to trade away 4 first-round picks. That's kind of where I'm like, he'll help, but like 4 first-round picks worth of help? I'm like, I'm a little bit.
So they borderline on. It's like they borderline gonna be in the position with the Knicks, aren't they? And it's just about.
What do you
Do
like?
they have a bench? I mean, do Magic got a bench?
I don't know how much is. I don't know how much of it is left. To be fair, I mean, their bench wasn't necessarily their strongest unit anyway. I could be wrong.
They got Banchero, right? I don't know if I said his last name.
Banchero is Banchero.
Okay, Banchero.
As far as
Banchero, Desmond Bane. Dang, that's only 2 I can think of, man.
I look. I think I got Jalen Suggs off the bench.
Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and like I know what the hell Orlando has going on for real. I'm just not going to even sit here and lie to y'all like I do.
Oh, y'all good people. We ain't gonna lie to you, good people. We ain't gonna lie to y'all.
I'm just not going to. I will say Desmond Bane does help this team. I will say my dream for Orlando was to go get Trae Young. I thought like, hey, look, you need to go get a bona fide point guard to run this unit with Orlando. I think them boys go to the moon. Trae Young to me has been one of the best point guards in the NBA. He's top 5 of his position. For a guy that could average 20 plus, and like for a guy that's averaging 10 plus assists consistently on a bad team right now.
Just rotting in Atlanta. It's
right.
Atlanta thing. I mean, it's Atlanta thing.
It's definitely an Atlanta thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? They got good wings though on the bright side.
Oh, absolutely. Magic City, go there.
You feel me?
Good wings.
Orlando definitely needed guard help. This does help. I mean, it does help. It's just trying to figure out to what capacity. And I know it's really trying to figure out, well, does this move make Banchero better? Because Banchero to me is the guy that you're hitching your wagon to be the superstar of this group and take you to and carry you to the next stage of this team's development. So I mean, look, I will say first round picks in the NBA and first round picks in like the NFL aren't the same. Like these things are created equal. So if you feel like you're not going to get the equal value to a Desmond Bane as you would get from just drafting your own guys, then for sure, by all means. But it does feel like a move this is supposed to push you into a win now territory. I'm not mad at it. I just don't know if I just don't know if you're quite ready or this move is going to take you any further to be like a serious contender or not. Because remember, Boston's down for the count at least for next year. You know what I'm saying? So we have, so there is space and opportunity there for you. So I do give the Magic that. I just don't know what this move will actually do in terms of where does this push you towards. I mean, I think you were the AC last year. I think you'll be somewhere. I think you'll be somewhere in the fifth, probably the fifth seed this upcoming year. You know what I'm saying? You'll be somewhere up in there, if all guys stay healthy. But other than that, I don't think it boasts up your championship aspirations much. So.
I mean, you spoke on the Magic. I mean, like I said, I really don't know too much. I would say, yeah, maybe that should help the Magic out a lot. I'll be more so. I'm more so on the side of the Grizzlies. I think this helps the Grizzlies out a lot. This definitely helps build around y'all. That point guard of the future. It gives opportunities for our guy GG Jackson. Develop here. It gives chances for athletes like that. So I mean, also I think they got Zach Edey as well on in the paint. I think I can see the vision for the Grizzlies because I mean that with the four future round picks, I mean they can either build with that or they can trade, get a trade package going with that as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So who knows? And maybe they might not be out on KD getting there. Who
KD,
knows?
KD getting to Memphis. Look, I think. Well, you still gonna have to ship a player more than likely. So who you?
Yeah,
Yeah, to get KD
yeah.
here. So at that point, I mean, I kind of gotta. I know who I'm calling for. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know who I got to call for. But I mean, but to speak on Ja for a minute, man. I don't know, man. Is it not been disappointing to watch him get lapped by all the guys within his age group? And I'm seeing guys take that next step, seeing guys get to the conference finals, seeing guys get to the NBA finals. I'm seeing everything happen for these guys, man. I'm looking at John Morant, man. I'm just like, dog, your game hasn't grown. Like that's the disappointing part for me watching John Morant. Like I'm a huge John Morant fan. Obviously, us being from South Carolina, I'm a huge John
Of
Morant.
course.
Room for that brother to, what I'm saying, to have it
Turn
all.
things around. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's just the fact that, bro, we're still waiting on you to get an outside game that's consistent. We're still waiting on you to I don't know. I ain't say I'm tired of watching you just rely on your athleticism, but I am kind of hitting a little. It is wearing down on me a bit, and it's good for the regular season. It's fine for John Morant style works in the regular season. They can get you 50 to 60 wins in the regular season. When you get to playoff basketball and it's becomes a thinking man's game, John Morant just has not taken that step yet. Like him and Ant. Remember we talked about him and Ant last summer.
Yeah.
We would get laughed out the building for having a conversation of John Morant and Anthony Edwards today. You know what I'm saying? That's how big the disparity is growing between those two. And I mean, it's like, Ant Edwards, I've seen Ant Edwards get better each and every year of his career. I've not seen that from John Morant. I think I've seen maybe like the first 2-3 years of his career. First 3 years of his career, I've seen him continuously get better. But then since then, it's been issue after issue after issue, and just seems like a lack of focus on what the actual task at hand is. And now we're seeing a guy right now that's I think his team's at a crossroads. I think Memphis is at a crossroads with John Morant, trying to figure out boy, do we pick Jaren Jackson to build around, or do we pick John Morant?
Oh, y'all forgot they had him too. Jaren Jackson. My bad. Yeah. I knew there was one more they had.
The fact we even have to have this question about you right now is a problem for me. Yeah, it's just disappointing. It's not like I say, it's not too late for him to turn around, but I hope to see growth from the guy's game, man. Like it's about that time.
It's just off court issues. Always gonna be that. Always gonna be shadow him. It's always gonna be right there with him. And I think that just knowing him, everybody knowing, speaking to him from Sumter, South Carolina, I think he'll eventually just turn it around, work on his game. It models too much of Westbrook in a sense, but prime Westbrook, he knew how to get to the rim though. He also knew how to have a shot as well. A lot of people disrespect prime Westbrook a lot, but it's like he not even there with prime Westbrook. It's kind of similar to it. You see the vision with it, but it's just not there. It's not clicking. It's more so like Ja has to learn to be consistently good, and which is tough in the NBA because they got like what 84 games, 82 games. It's tough to be consistently good for 82 damn games straight.
It is.
I think he's probably gonna play like 60 out of it, 60 or hell 70 on the good. On the good, that's on the good year. Um, I think that Memphis is just. I think they continue. I feel like they want to continue to build around them both. They're still young. I think Ja's still 24, 25.
Somewhere there. Yeah, I think it's like 24, 25.
How old is Jaren Jackson? Jaren Jackson,
627, I believe. I could be wrong. I could look that up right now.
So I mean, that's just the. I think they can still build. I think they can build around both still, because I think what Ja's missing the same thing is
Sorry,
kind of what
Bob. Sorry, he's young.
he said.
He's
What
still
now?
young. Darren Jackson's 25. I was tripping. He's still very much
Jaren
young.
Jackson 25 and Ja too. So him and Ja both 25. Okay, good. So I mean, them two future front. Yeah, man. I think this is the room opportunity. This opportunity right here. And there's also opportunity for GG Jackson as well to grow. See what you got. So it's just gonna take growth for the Grizzlies from here. You just gotta, you know, shit, lock in, and grow, Honestly, that's really two things I really can think of for the Grizzlies.
No, it's absolutely facts, man. Absolutely facts. And having a new head coach this year as well. I mean, it's that they're definitely headed in a new direction. I'm eager to see what they do. I'm just not very excited about the prospects of them getting the pieces that it will take to move them up to the next stage of that team's development as well. So that's kind of where my issue lies. Knicks head coaching search is going abysmal, as what many of us probably thought it would go. They try to talk to every single coach that has a job, that has a secure job. Them boys have said, "Hey, look, please, we got money. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? We look, man, we got nice things over here." They talked to Jason. They tried to talk to Jason Kidd, Ime Udoka, Chris Finch, I believe. Like they've done everything except for look for a new coach. Like actually look for a new coach. This is very unserious behavior of New York, and this is why I say, bro, y'all don't matter. Y'all will never matter. Y'all have never mattered in my lifetime, and God knows if y'all weren't in New York, y'all be the Charlotte Hornets. We just calling it what it is. What's going to end up happening though is that don't forget that Jalen Brunson's father is on the coaching staff for the New York Knicks. I've seen Gilbert Arenas and other guys allude to this, like Jeff Teague and Gilbert Arenas. It's likely going to go to Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's father, and they're just going to call it a day because you haven't called up for any assistance of any of these teams. Only the head coaches. Be for real for 1 second, bro. Can we actually be serious, dog? There's no way you went into this. Because clearly you felt the way about Thibodeau for a while. But there's no way you went into this with no plan of God you could actually go get. So again, this is New York being themselves. This is New York being who they've always been. A bottom tier franchise. A clown show of a franchise that just gets to continuously be on national television because they're in the state of New York. Or sorry, the city. Well, the state of New York and city of New York. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I mean, no surprises there, bro. I'm
God dang, man, harsh
bro,
on the Knicks.
real, bro.
Woo-wee.
Sick of them boys. I'm sick of I'm sick of people telling me about teams I should care about. Just because it's for some dumbass reasons that happened back in like 1970, bro. I don't give a damn, bro. But
Patrick Ewing, they had a little stint. That's all the time I know of. And I think Patrick Ewing, Amari Stoudemire played there, and Carmelo that one little stint.
Amari Stoudemire and Melo played there, but they were never close to winning a championship either. Hell,
no, absolutely not.
Ewing was never close either. Yeah, we gonna keep it a band. He was never close to winning nothing either. We don't put it like this. We don't even know they have one NBA Finals championship. We don't even know who was on the team.
Nah.
We have no idea who the hell was on that team.
Nope. Not at all.
I think maybe Phil Jackson was on that team. I think maybe Willis Reed may have been on that team. You know what I'm saying? But that's how bad it's gotten though with me and D-Rock. I just don't care, man. I just wish that people would quit telling me about New York and what they got going on. I truly could give a damn. Like,
That's all. I mean, I don't got much to say on that as well. Just saying, that, hey man, stop forcing New York Knicks games every Christmas.
please,
Like how they
please,
just stop forcing it.
I
That's
don't,
just me.
bro. God damn.
It's like that. It's like how they used to force the Detroit Lions, back in the day. Now I'm excited to watch the Lions now. Very excited because they're a very good team now.
Right, but when you were
But
forced to watch John Kitna on my Thanksgiving, brother, please.
yeah,
Can we please, bro?
like
Like,
Matthew Stafford throw to like I don't mean, bro.
yeah,
That's a whole nother rant, man. That's a whole nother rant for another day.
we
Oh
days, bro. Oh god, do we want to talk about the Big Three and that debacle they got going on? Ice Cube and them boys got going on over there.
Ice Cube, man. That's only tip for you, bro. I mean, honestly, you're a businessman. You know this. Um, Stop. Don't let unks that they still 25 in the mind play in your business.
Bro.
Just man, it sucks. It sucks. All the good, like all the good OGs is don't they have nothing else to prove. Like Ice Cube is not gonna get T Mac to play. Gonna want injuries, back. But I mean, you're not gonna get probably Shaq or it's just like man, these are like content creators now that is just trying to hoop.
My
Like
the Big Three is that this was the most publicity I've seen the Big Three get since they've started. In all honesty, with the fights between Dwight and all the cats, like all of the negativity that happened over this past weekend, this was the most publicity I've seen the Big Three get in years. So it works, and if you style yourself as the others, as like the real version of basketball that the NBA can't be, you know what I'm saying? Then I guess cool. That is a way to market yourself. There is a way to put yourself to separate yourself within the marketplace. I guess. I have a very big problem with a bunch of guys that look like us waiting until they're playing for another brother to pull these down barbaric ass stunts. It doesn't sit well for me. I get the publicity part. I really do. I get all publicity is good publicity, all that stuff, and it does get their name in the algorithm, and people are paying attention now because of guys like Mike Beasley, because of guys like Lance Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? And what those two specifically have brought to the Big Three in terms of that level of intensity. I get that. I would love it a lot more if it was just within the spirit of the game. Like I don't need this stuff. I don't need the extras. You know what I'm saying? That's where things for me start to go left, man. And I just don't like the idea that a lot of you guys would never lay a finger on each other in the NBA when we get to the Big Three, and now we doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? We're playing like this is the park, and I guess I get it. And it certainly is a market for it. I'm not going to sit there and say that there is no market for that and that has no place in this game. It's just I would like for this brand started by another black man to not be known for violence. You know what I'm saying? I would like for us to just be able to have intense hoops. Intense spirited competition is more so what I want to be known for instead of guys actually throwing fisticuffs. That's not what I want to see at all.
yeah, man. I mean, it's a competitive sport. Us guys, we in the competitive nature, man, and it's hey, look, man, the guy's old, and hell, I ain't not gonna discredit hell. Maybe they worry about it in the streets, but I mean, it comes a time where it comes a time where you got to bring that side of you out. I mean, you still, the people still owns the Big Three at the end of the day. They kind of the company, all that stuff. They own all of that, so you might want to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Sorry,
Yeah.
but it's hard to see. It's embarrassing to see, and it's just something that it's gonna get good publicity for the Big Three for now. But after a while, I mean, if you're just known for being the basketball version of the baddies or whatever the hell that's going on, then ain't no point.
All
It's best.
baddies. God damn it, man. This is basketball baddies. Oh my God, this is basketball loving hip hop, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. This is nasty business,
Bas-
man. I don't like it.
Basketball Rumble, basketball Monday Night Raw, basketball SmackDown, all
Like,
that.
bro, come on,
Yeah.
man. And again, I'm trying to see the bigger picture from a business perspective of, bro, look, marketing is marketing. You gotta find your niche somewhere. If this is what people are going to sign up to see, if this is what's going to bring people into the arena, then cool. But I'm not a fan of that, man. I'm just not a fan of that, bro. It's very unbecoming of guys that I think are better. I'm sorry. I'd be a lie. Let me not lie, bro. I don't think Lance Stevenson's better than this. I don't think Michael Beasley's better than this. I don't think Steven Jackson's better than any of this. This is actually right on brand for all of you guys. Actually, matter of fact, continue doing what you're doing, bro. This makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense for y'all boys to be acting this way, bro. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie like I think y'all would do better. I don't. I have no faith whatsoever that you Negroes will ever do anything better than what y'all just did this past weekend. Especially you, Steven Jackson. Damn, bro. Checking in at old block at 44 years old. Yeah, I mean, this is who represent your league. I get it, man. The real ones, I don't know nothing about the real ones. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much from a nice neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, with my mother and my grandmother. I was there, I was in the house. You know what I'm saying? I don't get none of this. I don't get none of that bull job you be talking about, bro. But shit, I like again, not surprised by anybody that was involved in any of the shenanigans that happened over the weekend, bro. Not in the slightest, bro. Not in the slightest.
Oh man, what we got next, big dog? What we got
Oh,
next?
man. Oh man, I wonder are we close to the good stuff? Yes. Yes. Chris Sims top 10 QB list. Now I feel like this may get a
Oh, oh yeah,
so
hit me with it. Let's hear it.
okay. So I got it saved right here.
Is this NFL? This NFL or college?
NFL. NFL.
Okay.
All right. So Chris Sims' QB list goes as follows: Lamar Jackson at number 1, Josh Allen at number 2, Joe Burrow at number 3, Patrick Mahomes at number 4, Jaden Daniels at 5, Matthew Stafford at 6, C.J. Stroud at 7, Justin Herbert at 8, Baker Mayfield at 9, Jalen Hurts at 10.
Who's that one?
Lamar Jackson. I agree with
Come
that.
on.
I agree with
Come.
Lamar at 1. I agree. I think we all agree. I mean, let's go back to the MVP conversation, right, between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I remember what you said. I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was there.
Like the day they discredit Lamar for, Josh Allen had more of. He had more rushing yards than Lamar. Lamar threw better than Josh Allen. So like they used to discredit his MVPs for being a running back. Let me stop. Go ahead. Let me stop before I rant. I'm about to go rant. Go ahead.
So when it came down to the MVP award, this is what I understood. I understood that Buffalo had a worse roster, clearly. Like top to bottom, Baltimore had the better roster. Buffalo still was a higher seed than Baltimore, and I think overachieved with the receiving core that. While not and obviously Lamar Jackson is one with receiving core that looked like Buffalo's here, back in the past. But you know what I'm saying, like, this is the first time we've seen Josh Allen elevate talent. And I remember even going into the season last year, we talked about how he would have to be MVP caliber in order for him to have a shot. So he did exactly what he said. So this is why when we got to that point, I wasn't tripping about it. But if I'm being honest, I still think Lamar Jackson played better football than Josh Allen last year. But again, I was of the belief that Josh Allen did deserve that MVP award based off of what his team needed and what they had to work with. He took them further than what they probably should have been. They went to the AFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? With a roster that I don't think should have gotten you past Baltimore, truthfully. And you did that. So, I mean, kudos to him. But I do agree with Chris Sims with the first 2 spots with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen at 1 and 2. Joe Burrow at 3. I mean, Joe Burrow had another one of your guys. You talked about it. You going into last year, you were big on Joe Burrow having a big year. He had a big year. It's just, both
The
sides of the
defense.
ball have to get played. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
defense. Now, I don't think anybody's tripping off with Joe Burrow at 3. I think we all agree there, right?
Correct.
Agreements.
If it's going based off last year, then absolutely. I get it. Yeah.
I think it's definitely based off of last year because Jaden Daniels is on here, so it's got to be based.
That's what it sounds like. See, okay. I get it now. Okay.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes at 4, I'm with that. I don't think there's anybody out. The first 3 guys that are ahead of Patrick Mahomes all had better years than Patrick Mahomes last year. I am full agreement. Patrick Mahomes is still one of the greats. He just figures out how to get to the Super Bowl each and every year.
Absolutely.
So I'm not tripping there. Jaden Daniels at 5. I also agree. Like I mean, so far we're through 5 names and I'm not tripping at all. I'm like, I like Jaden Daniels at 5 because this was the greatest rookie year of all time. Yeah. We call it that. Like getting to the
absolutely.
Yeah, greatest rookie year all time. Matt Stafford and what he did for that Rams team, going toe to toe with Philly. And again, I thought they should have gotten.
They had it. Yeah.
At 6, I ain't mad at it. CJ Stroud.
I'll tell you something like that. I'll tell you something. I hate to cut in. Matthew Stafford did something very similar to what Josh Allen did. The roster on both sides of the ball, man. Both sides of the ball. Ain't no way the Rams should never gotten that far. But
I think people would have forgotten about Matthew Stafford had he not done what he did this year. I think people would have continued to push Matthew Stafford and that memory of that Super Bowl further away from our memories. But he kept himself in the conversation with like what he did last year, and more so, like he makes you believe that this team is still somewhere around and can still compete for something this upcoming season. They're one of my. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're my favorite to come out of the NFC West this year. The Los Angeles
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of momentum. Yeah.
CJ Stroud at 7. I could So when we get to 7 through 10, this is where things got murky for me. This is where I ended up getting. I got jumped on Twitter too. By the way, CJ Stroud, Justin Herbert at 7 and 8. If I'm being honest, dog, you put Baker Mayfield at 7 over CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I was about to say that, and Paige me say that too. Okay, yeah, but that's just Paige me say that.
But I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy watching Baker Mayfield play football. I have nothing against Baker Mayfield. We the ones that screwed him up here in Charlotte. I really have nothing against him.
Yo, I mean, you got Nebraska head coach coaching you. It's bound to fail. It's bound to fail.
It is what it is.
Nebraska, y'all still gonna suck forever. Just like
matter of fact, no, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you, but don't you worry.
Man.
I would say move Baker up from 9 to 7. CJ Stroud goes to 8. Justin Herbert can't be above Jalen Hurts for me. And the only reason why I say this is because and I caught a lot of heat for this when I was on Twitter. The reason why Justin Herbert can't go above Jalen Hurts for me is because at a point the game has to be about winning at some point. We have to value winning at some juncture. And Justin Herbert has had opportunity to win games. He's had opportunity to do special things for his team when it actually counted. All the special moments for Justin Herbert have all ended in losses. Like, you can't give me the signature moment for Justin Herbert has ended with triumph, ended with victory. You know what I'm saying? He's been to the playoffs a couple times. He
got Trevor Lawrence paid. Well, they got Trevor Lawrence paid. That Chargers team got Trevor Lawrence paid.
Got Trevor Lawrence paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like he's had opportunities. I get like nobody wants to blame Justin Herbert for anything. And Justin Herbert is the king of hypotheticals. If Justin Herbert had this, if Justin Herbert had that, if. God damn, bro. When at some point do we start to say, damn, he just ain't did that shit yet? He's really good at throwing the football. He does a pretty
He will eventually. He's gonna get there. He's gonna get there.
I do think he eventually gets there. When I talk about Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert, I'm not talking about talent, because if you're talking to me about talent, I'm saying Justin Herbert's clearly the more talented quarterback of the two. But based off what they've done, and I've seen what Philly looks like without Jalen Hurts on the field. I know people like to use, the supporting cast of Philly is so great, and it is. Don't get me wrong, but do I think the Philadelphia Eagles could survive a whole season without Jalen Hurts at quarterback? Last year the backup was Kenny Pickett.
Oh, okay. It depends on the court. It really depends on the quarterback. You have to be a very good game manager that just don't know. There's somebody that know how to turn the ball. There's somebody just know how to get the ball to AJ Brown. Know how to do handoff. Matter of fact, a good one. JJ. Well, actually, I can't even say a good one. He didn't really play the snap like that, but he had that. He has a game manager trait. JJ McCarthy. How Harbaugh used him at Michigan.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah. No, okay. Absolutely. I can see that for sure.
so it had to be a quarterback with that type. It has to be a quarterback with that type of trait.
My whole thing is this. I'm looking at the quarterbacks that the Eagles have on the roster right now. So it's Tanner McKee, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and Kyle McCord. I'm gonna keep it hot with you, man. You're not getting to the Super Bowl with any of them three quarterbacks.
DTR Eagles.
Yeah, DTR with it.
And Kyle, they got Kyle McCord now too.
They get Kyle McCord. Now I do.
Ooh, oh shit! Now
don't get to this. I do like Kyle McCord.
Hey, hold on.
But just in reality, I know we like to say the Eagles are winning for every reason outside of Jalen Hurts, but I just don't believe that's the case. Like I don't believe they do the things that they've done without Jalen Hurts at quarterback. Like look at that first Super Bowl loss that they had. Like look at how Jalen Hurts played in that game. If he plays anywhere less than that, then they're losing that game by 2 scores. You know what I'm saying? Like he won Super Bowl MVP this past season as well. Like obviously that was a total team domination in his past Super Bowl, but regardless, he's played great in the big games. So all right, so what are we gonna judge about? We want to talk about regular season stats, throwing nice highlights and all those things. But when we get to big games and we're asked to win football games, it's all we're asked here. It's all we're asked to do. You throwing for 4,000 yards and 50 touchdowns is not a requirement. It's as the starting quarterback that gets paid $200, $300+ million. I'm asking you to win me a football game. And Jalen Hurts, to his credit, does that much better than Justin Herbert. Now again, I get the roster construction and all those things, but Philadelphia, if Kenny Pickett has to start playoff games for the Philadelphia Eagles last year, I don't believe the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. I just don't.
No, not at all.
I just don't believe that's the case.
Not
if you tell me Tanner McKee has to start games, if you tell me Tanner McKee has to start 7 games this year for the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles are losing about 4 or 5 of those games. And I feel strongly about that. You know what I'm saying? He's not perfect, man. Jalen Hurts is not a perfect quarterback. He's not. It's not pretty. It's not the most appeasing to the eyes. But the guy's a winner, and for that reason, he will be at 9 instead of 10. Mind you, all of this is for 2 guys that were at the bottom of the damn list anyway. I don't know why I was getting jumped as if Justin Herbert was fighting for to be in the top 5. Y'all acting like that.
It's not that.
Like it's not that. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep to start with, bro. We're fighting for the bottom of the list, bro. Where he rightfully belongs to, might I add.
So I'll ask you this: Do you see a quarterback? Do you see a quarterback that's not in the top 10 right now? Can they jump into that top 10 this year? Any quarterbacks you have in
mind? Bryce.
Bryce? Okay. Yeah, that's one. That's definitely. Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely this year. Yeah.
Bryce can jump in there, but that's just me being a homer. That's our first thought. Jordan Love can jump in there.
Absolutely.
For sure. He's on the cusp. Purdy can jump in there. Purdy can jump right back in there. He can show us if
you're worth that payday. If you're worth that payment.
You got paid as if you more than what we think you are. So, it's time to show us. Bryce Young, Jordan Love, Brock Purdy. Who else?
This pains me to say this. This really does. Sam Darnold.
He can. He absolutely can. Based off how he played last year, if he would have followed that year, he would absolutely have to be in that conversation.
Pains me to say that though.
Hey, look. Again, another guy I don't hate. I hate it.
Oh, I hate Sam Darnold. Oh, I hate it. I hate him. Oh no. No.
Sam on his way out played well for us. So I'm not football saying. You know what I'm saying? He played well for us on the way out. Again, I don't know what. Again, we the one that traded for Sam Darnold. Look, the person you need to be mad. You know the person you need to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, since we're
Nebraska
here,
head coach.
yeah, exactly, absolutely. Since we're here, what the hell? How did that even start between you and Nebraska fans? If y'all don't know, Ace is a well known irritant of several fan bases. LSU being one, the boys in Pickens County being the other, and the boys, and for some reason, the mugs in Nebraska, bro, like he is a constant irritant for these boys. It's been this way for a couple of years now. Don't know how he does this. Don't know how he's very talented at what he does.
Even when I'm chilling.
June. How do you get into a squabble in June? We're 2 months away. We're like 3 months away from football being played.
So I think what happened, a Nebraska fan posted Matthew, and this is my fault. I ain't gonna lie, I'm point blank. This is my fault. This is my fault. So I just said, I think the argument. I think I said, oh yeah, this guy really used to be the head coach of the Panthers. And I just laughed it was a goofy picture, man. Like it was just Matt Rule being Matt Rule. I think he's with recruits or his players wanted to, and they gonna comment, and the Panthers still suck. The Panthers ain't got no better since Matt Rule, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, the Panthers ain't had no postseason wins since 2016 to 2022 when y'all fired them. I was like, you're wrong. We actually went to the playoffs against the Saints. Was it 2017, 2018, whatever? We have went to the postseason. I was like, Nebraska haven't had a postseason win since I wasn't even thought of. I was like, what postseason win have y'all had? None. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with teams that just talk mighty. I know South Carolina, we on the up and coming. We're getting our way. We're getting our way back to where we used to be in the Spurrier days. But I also, didn't we own y'all at one point in a bowl game? When bowl games matter. When bowl games used to matter. Yeah, didn't we whoop y'all ass? Didn't we put belt the ass to Nebraska?
Yeah. That one time. I remember.
We did what we did, Tease?
It pat them boys out, you know what I'm saying? Pat, you know what I'm saying? Quit little 1-2.
Okay, I mean, it's I don't know, it's kind of a thing. It's just owning the big. I mean, whatever. But I mean, I don't know, Tease, man. It's just those guys on the internet, man. They just talk crazy. It was no biggie, man. I don't have no ill will towards Nebraska, man. No ill will this way, man. Hopefully we come across each other. I best of luck to you and Timo Mahomes and y'all head coach. Best of luck to y'all. And mind you, matter of fact, man, and also look up Nebraska's schedule. Like, they gave them a layup. The big
it's cake.
That's disgusting. That's literally disgusting. Do you not know the narrative that would be out there if that man makes the playoffs? He got
the main reason why I'm not worried is because he still has to see either Oregon or Ohio State.
Like in a conference, yeah. So he can with that schedule, he can make the conference championship with that schedule.
Yeah. He will not be making the playoffs once he gets dropped off by 30.
Yeah, in the conference championship. Yeah.
Well, I don't know because they let Indiana in, so I don't know.
So the sick part, yeah, that's the sick part about the committee. Like, it's just like, I mean, they can with that schedule, 10 wins get them in. Like, and they play nobody. Like, it's sick. Like. They play not a soul.
I guess it'll be, that'll be a nice little hate watch for the year. I mean, I need something. You need something. I always gotta have something to get you going. You know what I'm saying? I think this will be one of them things, bro. This is definitely one of those times, man.
I think, yeah. I think another one would be Iowa too. That's another cake. They got another cake schedule,
brother. More, I mean, the Big Ten in general, bro. Bro, the Big Ten is a weird conference, bro. So, like, when we argue about the Big Ten and the SEC, it's always funny because everybody complains about the SEC being top heavy, and I'm like, all right, that's fair. If you want to call it that, then cool. But I also just gotta remind y'all that how we have like Vanderbilt that exists in our conference. Like y'all have like 3 or 4 of those. You know what I'm saying? That is that be the part. That's like the point. That's like the point of separation for like the SEC and the Big Ten is that like there is like your mid tier is not like, okay, like so we were calling So we talk about we run through the Big Ten. Obviously, Oregon, Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State. I think that's about where the elite stop. Those four are like the elite teams, and that's where that stops at. But and now in that second tier, you'll have Southern Cal, I guess, Iowa,
Oh God.
Wisconsin, and like the Nebraskas. I think we're about on par. I think those match up well with the SECs. Maybe not Southern Cal. Right? Well, I guess Southern Cal did beat LSU last year. I guess you know what I'm saying. But those match up. But like there is a lot of fat. There is a lot of there is a lot of fat in the Big Ten that is not very tough.
I think it's just Michigan. There was Michigan, Oregon, or Michigan. Michigan had a down year last year, but I think Michigan's gonna be damn sure good. I think Michigan damn sure gonna be good this year. Oregon's gonna be good. I don't even know who that quarterback will be though. Cause they had Dylan Gabriel. He's like 6 years of playing at him. Who else? Ohio State. So like I talking with Rizma, like his only question mark is quarterback. Somehow they're gonna keep a
So 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 let me go through the rest of the the bottom the ass cheeks of the Big Ten. Purdue, Maryland, Northwestern,
mm-hmm.
Michigan State's there right now, but Michigan State's I tend to believe Michigan State can get it back. I mean,
They can get back up there.
Rutgers was solid this year. Rutgers went 76, but Rutgers typically would be at the
that bottom.
At that bottom of the conference. I'm like, bro, I'm just talking. I when I look through your programs, there aren't a whole lot of real football schools here, bro. Just on the real, there's not a whole lot of schools that people really care about. Like I said, Oregon, Penn State, Ohio State, Michigan are your criminal.
Iowa on the edge. You got to throw Iowa in there. Iowa's right there.
Iowa is on the edge. You know what I'm saying? But I go to the edge, man. Cause I just got to represent, bro, for us, man. Cause we got them all, bro. We got Texas, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Auburn is hit or miss. A&M hit or miss. Ole Miss, Mizzou, Florida. Again, when we the meat of this conference, bro, is just better, dog.
And all those teams and a good bit of those teams improve so much. It's just crazy.
Just the reality is, dog, is this, man. Even if you want to talk about, oh man, well, the record against this against this conference and that, and then the bowl game record and all of that. Well, what's the record for getting players drafted, bro? You tell me that record.
We got the most of it in the SEC. They lead the way all the time. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna be an SEC homer,
Not really. I don't. Here's the real deal about the conference talk. We don't give a damn. I don't give a flying shit what Georgia got going on. I don't give a damn what Bama got going on. I don't give Tennessee. Give a damn what they got.
All the way.
I genuinely hate these I don't root for these boys under no circumstance. Under no circumstance I root for these boys, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't give a flying shit if them boys win a championship. Hopefully not. Because most of these teams are all rivals anyway. So no, I don't want to win. Fuck. Hell, bro, if Tennessee, bro, bro, hell no, nah, bro. I ain't never on the side of fucking conference pride. The only why I'm gonna tell you why only reason I never really care about Alabama. It's because they were in the West, so I never had to see Alabama. The Alabama winning never affected anything in my daily life. If I'm arguing with an Alabama fan, then I've done something horribly wrong. Because why am I arguing with you? You know what I'm saying?
We always just hated Florida, we hated Georgia, and we hated Tennessee. Those are three fucking schools that we just despise. Always will despise.
OG SEC East teams, I still hate to this day. I will not root for you. I will be
in Kentucky. In Kentucky.
Yeah. In Kentucky be yapping like I don't know. I don't like how that boys was talking. Y'all never gonna be more than 10 wins in a goddamn Citrus Bowl. Cut it out, bro. Cut that shit out, bro. Don't ever piss me off like that, bro. You want
get the pimp hand ready. Awesome. One last thing to close this out, man. Auburn sucks to suck, man. Your $8 million, it bounced. You ain't getting our boy. So
hey, hold on, man. Did you see the thing with the Panthers, bro? With the new little team slogan for this year, the Leave Our Mark thing?
Leave Our Mark. Yeah, is that supposed to be the new Keep Pounding, or is that just the
I think it's just something for this year. I don't think it's. I don't. I hope. I hope not.
Everybody's gassing up about new uniforms. I was like,
It
you
did.
know,
Now, from what they look like they did, it looked like they threw some subtle hints out there that like the black helmet, the black helmet, and the black jersey
oh, that's fine.
could be a
Yeah,
safe force. I'm like, okay,
that's
that's
fine.
so the little leave your mark shit. I'm like, I don't care about all that shit. I'll be honest, man. Y'all not gonna get me riled up over some all season videos. Trust me.
We learned. Yeah, we learned that. Learn that.
Ain't no amount of confidentials y'all can do. Ain't no amount of blueprints y'all can do to get me excited. You better win some shit. You better win
Yep.
some. Because you ain't getting my
You,
all right, we
you,
already in training camp, so you know.
yeah, y'all win me over by putting belts to ass to Jacksonville week 1.
That's how you win me over, though. That's how
Put belts to ass. You go to Jacksonville, you put belts to ass down there
yeah.
to them Jags. Yeah, that's what.
But as far as
So
new slogan stuff like that, I'm not rolling with it. So
I want new wins. Fuck new slogans. New wins.
new championships, new division titles.
Yes.
I guess
All that.
Get some new of that. Get some
New ass whoops to the Saints and Falcons.
You feel me, bro?
I don't know. We can step toe to toe to the Bucks just yet, but we'll get. I can't remember the last time we beat them. When was the last time we beat the Bucks? It was like 22. Was it Wilkes?
Yeah,
Cause we caught Brady lack. I know we caught Brady lacking one time at home.
So
yeah, we caught Brady lacking. That's when Steve Wilkes took over, man. Yeah, shout out to our guy Wilkes.
I see. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it, though, man. I don't think I got nothing else, man. I think that's pretty much it for this week.
Oh yeah, it's a good episode, man. Good episode here, man.
But I mean, with that said, y'all, this is Jim Dropper Sports. I'm your host, Sean T. Stewart. This is my co-host, A. Smith. D, brother, we miss you, bro. Come back to us soon, big dog. You know what I'm saying? We are the Jim Dropper Sports Podcast, and we out.